Hello, and welcome to Tiffany Teach Tuesday. I had to do my live today from home because my internet in the office isn't working, but I'm here and I'm ready to share. Today, I'll be discussing women in real estate because it is Women History Month. And yesterday was International Women's Day. And so I felt that this month I will target my discussions around women. And today, I want to talk about women in real estate. I've been doing real estate property management for 20 years. I've been buying and selling real estate for about actively buying and selling with my clients for about 18 years. I got into the sales side because my client, who was a male, was like, "Hey, can't you sell real estate?" I was like, "Yes." He was like, "Well, do you want to represent me on this transaction?" And I was like, "Sure." And that's how I got into the sales side. And surprisingly enough, 67% of real estate sales are women, but they don't dominate in the purchase and investment part of the market. In the investment side of the market, there are very minimum women in the investment side. In my business, in my portfolio, I have about 2% of women, and the majority of my clients are males on the investment side because I deal with a lot of investors. With home purchases, 19% of single women purchased homes in 2020. And of that 19% of them were first time home buyers. So we're not even dominating the market in first time home buyers. However, we are purchasing as single women more homes than men are. So that's a plus. But we're not making the investment purchases that brings about generational wealth. So 17% of those women who purchase that are single women are repeat buyers, are of the age bracket of about 59. They're more seasoned women. And the age bracket for women who are purchasing as first time home buyers, single, as the average age of 33 years of age. So we are actually even getting into the investment purchasing side later. A lot of my clients that are males have been buying real estate investments in their 20s, buying their first home to live in their 20s. They're willing to take bigger risk. And believe it or not, women sell homes better than men. We have a sense of connection. We understand what our clients are looking for. We're more thoughtful. We have a great sense of design, but we're not in the actual side of buying the homes for ourselves as investors and homeowners. Um, we sell more homes than men do, especially if you're nice looking in real estate. You can sell. People buy things from attractive people, believe it or not. So, and people buy homes off of vision. So, with women in real estate, and actually the top 10 most successful people in real estate are men. And so my thing is, how do we get into real estate as women and become uh invest in real estate? Well, one, even investing as women, we don't invest as women as frequently as men do in any form, whether it be real estate, the stock market, or anything of that sort. One out of four women in feel that they're not confident in their investment decisions. And but we're the ones that's holding the family together and making major decisions. So I ask myself, what can we do as women to step out on that risk and invest more into real estate, into investments, to build that generational wealth, to leave behind for our uh, inheritance to family and friends, who we want to leave things behind and live, make a comfortable life for our family. So, um, One is stepping out and being knowledgeable. A lot of times, most women don't invest because they don't think they know, but it's it's now information at your fingertips. You can find just about anything you need to know off of a social media platform, Google, reading an article or magazine. It's just so much knowledge out there. But then that becomes a knowledge overload. I had someone to tell me, Tiffany, you know so much. And when you come talking to me about it, it makes me become overwhelmed with information. So then that's the case. Compartmentalize, find your starting point. Find out, one, what is it that you are trying to seek out about whatever investment you're in. What is your goal to gain from that investment? And that helps you to narrow down the information that you need. And then once you have narrowed that down, then you can take that information and apply it. And understand, with any investments, there's risk. And that's risk in anything in life. Hell, it's risk when you walk out the front door and get in your car and drive. It's a risk that you might have an accident, but you don't walk in that level of fear when you're doing something as simple as driving. But you shouldn't either with real estate or any other forms of investment. Um, Want to give you another statistics. 29% of women see themselves as investors. Less than 1 of 4 women are uncomfortable with investing. So that was some statistical information I gathered. And so I say all of this to say that even though we're dominating the market in the sales of 6-7% women, the commercial market is dominated by men, old men, and most of them white men. They dominate the commercial market. I don't like it that much. I do dabble in it because I have clients who have commercial residential that I have to sell and put on the market for them and manage. But they're a different creature of people, and they're more about numbers. Men are more functional, like this is it, analytical. This is this, and this. Where we are more as women, more thoughtful and design and creative and that sort. And I struggle with that in a sense of when I'm designing or getting a unit ready or rehabbing a property for a client. I struggle with that with my contractors because they don't think about functionality and the colors and some of the things that they pick. I be like, who buying this? Because I will tell people, majority of the people who are purchasing homes as couples, single, whether it be male or female, it's more of they get advice from women. I ask men all the time. I said, if you was to buy a house, who would you take with you to ask them what do they think about this home? And they say, and I've asked it all the time because I have a debate back and forth with my contractors about what aesthetically is right, what looks good, and they're like, "Oh, this looks fine." I'm like, nobody gonna buy that. And why would you put the sink over there in the kitchen here? There's no even flow. And so we go back and forth with that. And I have to ask the question to them. If you were about to buy a house today, who would you bring to help you make that final decision if this is your house? And he's like, I'll make my own decision. I don't need anybody else to make decisions. That's the feedback that I get from most of them. But then they'll say, but I'll let my mom, my sister, my cousin, some female come and give a input. And that's somebody that they value. And I said, look, you just said your mama come and look at it, but she's not going to make my final decision. I said, but she's influencing your decision. And a lot of times you say that they don't influence your decision, but if they didn't, you wouldn't bring them to have them to tell you what they feel or think about that purchase. So we sell real estate, and we are the ones that influence people's purchases in real estate. Women do that. So we need to get our foot in the game and make money from this real estate and these real estate investments that are out here that are for us to make profits off of. So also I've found that women, when we buy real estate, we buy it based off of convenience to our friends and family. We go into neighborhoods where we're more convenient and locally comfortable with. Whereas men base it off of, is it maybe close to work, maybe some amenities that they like, is it in their price point? They look at all of those other things, whereas women look at it from a perspective of family and friends and things as functionality for them in their socialization settings. So I hope that this educated someone on what women do in real estate in the sense of buying and investing in real estate. We're not. And if you're a woman and you want to get into real estate, give me a call and I can help you out. Thank you for tuning in as usual to Tiffany Teach Tuesday. And I hope I taught you something. Have a nice day.